And if you don't run, you don't get no tuition, right?
That's the way the system goes.
Run, nigga, run.
Kill for these bonds. It's the person that can flip them.
You're saying Milo's still out there?
Let's work together, Mike. Get shit back to the way that it was.
They transferred all the inmates out of Tent City.
Bunny, look after the world. Know that. You best get him out, or the threat's gonna be coming your way too.
Don't you think if Mike McCluskey could fix this, he would have fixed it by now?
When I say I do a thing, that thing is fucking done.
What's going on, YouTube? We're back in the Low Key Cave, Kingstown's YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we're back with another TV show review. And we got Mayor of Kingstown, Season 2, Episode 5, Killbox review. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on in this episode. It's a lot of crazy things going on. At the end of Episode 4, we all seen that Tent City has pretty much been emptied out. Everybody's been transferred as far as the prisoners in Tent City, and including one of the main important ones that's connected with Mike, Bunny. So now in this episode, Mike is pretty much just on a race to try to find out where Bunny has been transferred to. Of course, he's still using one of the main guards he's been using that's still on the inside or whatever. But it's when Mike is at his office and he gets this visitor as far as one of Bunny's people. Well, I'm thinking it's his cousin, a niece or something like that, but I'm thinking it's his cousin. But she pretty much letting Mike know, like, man, you better find out where my cousin at, or you going to be having some issues that's going to be coming to your door. Because Bunny, he's pretty much getting himself adjusted to prison life, as if he's going to be in there a while. And the people around him are pretty much letting them know the structure of prison and what's going to be going on, because now this is almost like a readjustment for him as far as the outside life and even being in Tent City, because now he's in an official prison now, and this is where he wasn't trying to be. He was supposed to be out by now, but with all this stuff going on with the DA and Mike, they don't tell him when they're going to actually be able to get them out as far as the leaders of these gangs or whatever. So now he's pretty much getting ready to set himself up as like trying to make a stance as far as in the yard, because now he got to make his presence known. Because when all of these leaders start making their moves, depending on the situation they're going to deal with how long they're going to be in prison, Bunny has to make his stance. In the midst of this, though, man, your boy Kyle, man, as far as Mike's brother, I'm not sure if the writers don't know what to do with him, or this is supposed to be how the story is supposed to be structured, because he just looked lost and confused. He don't know what he really want to do. Mike seemed like he don't really want to put up with him as far as Kyle. He like, man, yeah, we gonna work together or whatever, but he look like he be trying to just throw him off or send him on his own way, and he just want to do his own thing, which is kind of understandable, because, bro, he has a conversation with his wife as far as Kyle, like, I'm ready to get back out here. They said I'm clear to blah, blah, blah. And she basically telling him, like, bro, you're not ready. You're not ready. You done been through some traumatic events. The shootout you just had and the baby was in the car. Like, bro, you need to fall back and maybe you just need to do something else. This not be the line of work for you, even though you saying this is what you do. I don't know, because thinking about Kyle's mentality, his mental health and all of that, look at Mike. Mike ain't like the most stable guy in the world. So you see everything he done had to go through as far as doing what he had to do since his brother has died, where they both of their brothers have died. So it's just a situation that seems like Cal is not prepared to have to deal with the things that Mike has to deal with on a daily basis, especially with all the shit that's going down right now. On the ends of that, man, we got Kareem talking to, like I said, one of the main prison guards who's been keeping the info to Mike, especially dealing with Bunny and the other inmates or whatever as far as the leaders of the gangs. But a situation ends up happening on the yard where somebody or one of the inmates end up pretty much collapsing over and stuff, seeming like he's pretty hurt, pretty bad or whatever. And the situation is, these, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the guys that pretty much did the assault on the prison guards when they had the riot or whatever. So he's one of the guys that Kareem and other guards in Tent City has pretty much been beaten down, because, you know, they've been taking out their revenge on these prisoners in Tent City after the situation happened with the guards, you know, when they got raped or whatever in that riot or whatever. It just so happened he's one of the guys, and the guard pretty much let Kareem know, like, I got you. We ain't gonna let you know what I'm saying, because if this situation, as far as his medical condition or whatever come up, they're gonna know that he's pretty much been being beat down or whatever. and that's gonna come back to them or whatever. But he's letting them know that he's gonna keep it pretty much under wraps. The thing with this is, it seems like Kareem kind of has been like not thinking about it or kind of easing off of it, but as soon as he starts talking about it, you can see how Kareem starts to mentally break down and physically break down. Like everything starts to come right back on him as far as that situation that happened in the riots or whatever. But in the midst of this, man, your boy Milo and his hitman or his main guy Joseph have pretty much went out here and got old girl who had the bail bondsman records or whatever. You already know what happened to a boy who pretty much got tortured and threw under the pool. I, for the life of me, didn't understand why she was still at that house. If your man has not came back yet, and y'all know y'all dealing with some pretty dangerous stuff, then the fact that why didn't she just stay at the police station or something, just something, or ask them to put her in protective custody, I'm not sure. But she ends up going back to the house, and she looked like she's actually starting to pack at some point, but this too late because they're already showing up. The thing with this situation is he still doesn't get answers as far as where these records are at, because Mike's whole thing is, because they end up finding this girl's body pretty much hung up, and Mike is telling the other cops as far as Ian and them, like, y'all got to move these records, because once Milo find out where he's at, he's going to come regardless if they're in a police station or not. And I believe Mike. I'm sitting there like, did y'all see what this nigga did in the first season when he went and got Iris after she was under FBI protection? They was pretty much having, like, they had multitude of cops surrounding her, and he still was able to come and get her. So I don't see why y'all won't think that he won't go into this police station. And I'm thinking, like, are we about to do that with Marlo breaking into a police station? But if I'm not mistaken, she still didn't tell as far as Joseph, and when he was trying to get the information from the girl as far as where these bail bonds records are or whatever. So now Marlo is pretty much on some shit like, I'm gonna go do it myself. Like, he on some Thanos shit as far as Marlo. Like, well, I guess I gotta just do it myself. So I don't know what he gonna do with his boy though, Joseph. I don't know what he gonna do with his hitman. I'm thinking now, finally, you see it. You need to get rid of him, bro, because the way Mike pretty much be running his ass over and just knocking his ass out every time he come across him, he don't seem like that too much of a good, I ain't even gonna say hitman, but you know what I'm saying, you're a guy. The guy that's supposed to be pretty much maintaining everything while you stay in the shadows as far as Milo, he don't seem like that good of a guy to be doing that job. On the other ends of this, man, we got Kareem pretty much coming in and letting the leaders of the gang lay the law, letting them know the structure, because he letting them know, like, Mike, I don't know when y'all getting out. So right now, y'all are pretty much my prisoners. And now, I'm just letting y'all know, we keep everything smooth. I'm going to keep everything smooth. Because he's pretty much letting them know, like, Mike ain't in charge, I'm in charge as of right now, because if I'm not mistaken, he is just the intern warden right now until they figure something out, or he's going to come to permanent one. I'm not sure, because like I said, they are in this prison now, so it's going to be interesting to see where this goes, because it does seem like we're going to get majority of them, if not the rest of Bunny and them, being locked up in prison as far as the leaders of these gangs or whatever, and this deal Mike tried to have structured or whatever. So now you got the leaders pretty much looking around like, it's Mike, because Mike set this whole thing up. It's Mike. And now Bunny, he's still, you can see it in his eyes, Bunny is still trying to hold on to hope. Not only just for him getting out, but he's still trying to hold on to Mike's word. He's still somewhat trying to believe in Mike. But with everything going on around him right now, you can see that hope is really, really starting to leave. Everything he's been saying and everything he's been thinking Mike is supposed to be about, he's not seeing it right now. And even especially when Kareem come in and let them know, like, y'all are prisoners right now. Like, everybody's supposed to be gone right now, but no. So now it's pretty much them thinking in the way of a regular prison, as far as the way they're about to structure their leadership and how they're going to have things moving on the inside if they're supposed to be here for a while. Another thing, my boy Mike, Bunny's cousin is pretty much letting Mike know, as long as Bunny is locked up, they pretty much are free lunch. Anybody, as far as rival gangs or whatever, could pretty much run down on them since Bunny is not around. But Mike is letting the cousin know that I'm here. And Mike letting her know, like, my word means a lot. I mean, Mike, look, man, because the way Mike come in there, like, no, you need to show it up. Now, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Mike, I hear you, brother, but you see everything that's going on with Bunny, and it's like, man, I mean, your word right now just don't mean. I don't know, man. And I'm rooting for Mike, but man, it's just a lot going on right now. That seems like he does not have the same control that he thought he might have had. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try to play this out. But it does seem like maybe we got a little new love interest for Mike as far as Bunny's cousin, and I wonder if they do try to go this route. Will this affect the relationship between Mike and Bunny more so than it's already affected because of the situation that Bunny's in? But it might start, dealing with his cousin, because they really, really flirtatious, because she pretty much just calling Mike one of the finest white boys that she's ever seen, outside of trying to be sarcastic or whatever. But you could kind of see like that little flirtatious thing they have going on as far as Mike and Bunny's cousin. So it's going to be interesting to see if she becomes interested in him outside of what we thought might have happened with Iris. I'm glad we didn't see her this episode too. Anyway, though, my boy Bunny, he's calling Mike. He's pretty much got some type of cell phone access with the main guard that Mike has been talking to. And Mike is letting him know, like, the situation looking like you might be in there for a while, but he's going to try to set something up where he's able to make money and kind of keep some type of stability on the outside too. And I mean, Bunny's sitting there like, nigga, that ain't good news. Like, you still saying that I'm gonna be locked down. So Bunny is pretty much having enough, man. He's getting frustrated, bro. On the other end, Mike had just told these dudes to move these bail bonds records, right? It's some mystery guy who comes in and pretty much steals them out of the evidence locker. Hold on. It ain't no coincidence that this guard or whoever was in the evidence locker guard, and they just so happened to get up and leave at that moment. So my thing is, more than likely, it's got to be one of those cops that Mike is talking to, or it's somebody on the inside. It's got to be somebody on the inside, because I don't feel like this is Milo, but he did say he was going to take care of it. So it could possibly be him, maybe having some type of connection with FBI agents, maybe even somebody that Mike has a relationship with as far as the cops or whatever. But I'm feeling like this got to be a cop who came in and stole those records. But in the midst of this, man, and us trying to find out this mystery now, Mike going to have to deal with this situation now. It's Bunny. Mike comes to visit Bunny, and Bunny's not really trying to hear it, man. He's letting Mike know, like, look, man, I think I'm going to have to handle this myself. You ain't got no control no more. It's not looking good. Like, Bunny is just done, man. And he's looking at everybody around him as far as the other gang leaders and seeing them possibly taking their positions and the moves they about to make. So now he got to make his move and let his presence be known if he is going to be behind these walls. But Mike is pleading and begging with my man. Like, listen, man, I got something coming. I'm working. Please, just don't do it. I see that look in your eyes. And Bunny just sitting there like, no, I'm good, Mike. I got you. I'm good. Guard. Like, it's done. He done. He don't want to hear anything Mike got to say. And to make matters worse, you got these sadistic ass guards that come out of nowhere, and they pretty much start beating Bunny down. The main guard that Mike pretty much had or was having conversations with, he's trying to stop them. And this is the guy who's pretty much was in Tent City that was letting Bunny use the phone or whatever, and he's still been letting Bunny use the phone in prison or whatever, and he's trying to let these guys know, like, no, I got Bunny. This is my prisoner. But these guys, as far as these guards or whatever in this prison who already been running this prison, they pretty much put Bunny in a whole cell after beating him down. And now I'm trying to figure out, is these one of the gang leaders as far as the white supremacist gang leader? Is this him making his play? Because I think he has a relationship with these guards. I'm not sure. Y'all gonna let me know in the comment section. Or is these the guards doing this because of the whole situation with Kareem? Or is this a Kareem move? Is this Kareem letting his power be known? Him putting his foot down, letting the leaders know that Mike ain't in control. I'm in control as far as Kareem. Especially after they had that conversation. And I think this might be Kareem instead of the other gang leaders or whatever. So this definitely going to be interesting to see how this goes, because now Bunny, he is going to be on just full throttle. Like, he's done. His goddamn temperature is going to be over the limit. In the midst of this, though, I think Bunny is finally making his move, because we had one of the guys that Bunny was talking to in the prison yard earlier pretty much setting the leader of the Mexican gang on fire. This is the same guy that was just sitting in the room with all the leaders that was talking to Kareem and letting him know that y'all might be in here for a minute. And I don't know where this came from, and I'm trying to wonder, is this Bunny making his move, or is this the guys in there trying to pretty much let they presence be known because they found out Bunny had got put in a hole or whatever, and now they just sending a message out for Bunny. And did he even send this out, or did they doing this on their own as far as Bunny's people or whatever? So this is going to be interesting, man, because you know it's going to be some payback from the Mexican crew, or the Mexican people in the yard or whatever, as far as this situation happening, especially with one of their leaders being pretty much burnt alive. Not only that, your boy Mike. Now he got to deal with this situation because it's the fact that Bunny ain't trying to hear what he got to say. Now it's about to be more chaos and mayhem going on in the inside, and more than likely it's going to trickle out on the outside. So, man, it's Mike is in it. He just in it this season, man. And it's like it's one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. And you can see like he doesn't, it's just that strong and that certain presence that he had in that first season where he was just like, man, fuck this, man. I'm going, like, we gonna handle this. It ain't like right there no more. It's just a lot of like worriness in his face this season. It seems like he just really ain't got that control. It's really out of his hands this season. So it's going to be very interesting to see if he's going to be able to get this all back maintained by the end of the season, or is it just going to keep going left until it's completely out of hand. I'm looking forward to it, man, because I definitely didn't see this coming. So the fact that we do have Bunny pretty much in the yard and dealing with their situation, I wonder if there's going to be some type of retaliation, or are we going to get a situation where we get Bunny versus Mike? Which I don't want to see, but at the same time, that would be interesting for the story. But are we going to get to a situation where we can get Bunny versus Mike? I don't know, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this recent episode, and I will be uploading the newest episode too. I know I'm kind of late with this episode, but I got y'all, man. It's a lot of TV shows coming out right now that I watch, and I'm going to be trying to review. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this recent episode as far as episode 5, Killbox. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.